Hi guys, I'm Nicolle and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to talk about a few tips on how to hold the drum and how to hold the tipper. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to place my drum on my left hand side. Now what you want to do is you want to place it around the rib cage. If you lean forward a little bit too much, you'll find that you are going to dampen the sound of the drum. But if you lean too far back, then you won't have control and you'll just feel that the drum keeps sliding to one side. So you want to find the happy medium between the two, that you'll be comfortable and that you won't get pains, or not, like don't push too hard so that it won't hurt you on the side. And then what you also want to keep in mind is your posture. Make sure that your back is, it's straight, and that your legs are straight as well. Like if you have a little bit more experience, then you can cross your legs, or just be comfortable, but make sure you don't slouch, because if you do, you'll find that you'll start getting a lot of back pain. Yeah, so that's very important, posture. I think that's about it for how to hold it. Now let's keep going with the hand positions. Yeah. Okay, so for the tonal hand or the back hand, I have a really good tip that somebody told me when I started playing. Never hit your hand. So, and never have your hand flat on the skin, because you're just dampening the sound. You have all these rich tones, and you're just killing it by putting your hand like that. So, first tip, never put your hand flat and never hit your actual hand. So always hit above or below your hand. Okay? Now the way I do it is that I start from low to high. So that means this is my bass right here. And then as I go higher, it becomes like to a pop. So bass, pop, bass, pop. Some people do it differently. Some people do it the other way. Some people, instead of having the bass open like that, they have it right here. So that's their bass instead of their bass here. So they will do bass and then pop rather than bass and pop. The way I was taught by Jim Higgins, and he taught me the way to go from low to high. And I personally, it just makes more sense to me. So, but do whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay. Then the positions that I use for my hand are this one. So it's like a little, you're cupping your hand, this one. Then I will do this, which is you're kind of using like the bone, yeah, like the bone and the meaty part of the hand, to do like specific tones, kind of more defined tones, yeah. And then when I want to go to my pop, I use these two fingers, the thumb and the index, and I kind of do this. So it's kind of like you're pinching the skin in a way, like that. So I do this, I press, and then you have the pop. Yeah. So I have bass, snare, pop. So that's kind of how I see it in my head. And from the bass, the snare, and the pop, then you have all these like possibilities in between that you can do, like all like a very musical approach rather than just rhythm. But if you kind of separate it into the three, then it gives you some like a kind of like a map, and you can then figure out what it is that you want. And the more you play, the more you'll know exactly where the tone that you're thinking of is. I don't know if that makes sense. So if I want, I know exactly where that is the next time I play it, So it just takes practice. And I think that's it about the backhand. Now let's move to the tipper grip. So the way I was taught, the traditional way, would be to hold it like a pen. Like I know a lot of people say that that's just what makes sense, right? You're going to use your index and your thumb in the middle of the tipper, and then you're going to use your middle finger and you're gonna wrap it. I know some people hold the pens like that with the two fingers on the pen, but this time, like, do it with just one finger. Yeah. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put it towards your belly button. Yeah. And your wrist is going to come like slightly out, like that. Yeah, like a curve. And that's kind of the traditional way of doing it. Yeah. You can see I'm not very good at the traditional way. That's how I started, but I found out that I would get a lot of blisters, and it wasn't very comfortable for me to play like that. It just, with the wrist like that, for me personally, it wasn't very comfortable. So I came up with my own way of holding the tipper, and the way I came up with that is I stand up or just relax your hand and put it on the sides. Just relax. And now bring your hand up. Just the same way, just bring it up. Yeah? So that's my hand in its natural state. When I'm just, walking or just relaxing, that's the way my hand normally is. So what I've done is that I've just put the tipper in there. So what I've done is that the tipper goes here in the meaty part of the fingers, right there. I just place it there, yeah. And I'm not actually gripping it like that. What I'm doing, I'm actually using these fingers, but again, it's not like this. It's like that, and it's kind of like in a little bit of a straight with a slightly angle. I don't know if you can see that. I don't hold it too tight, like I said, don't hold it like that. Just relax. Remember, it's like the most relaxed that you can be. This is the natural way your hand is. And then these fingers, these two hold, and these three fingers actually help me play, especially for the upstroke. So I'm just going to do a bit of a demonstration just so you can see what I mean. So can you see how my fingers are moving? And my wrist is straight, and the movement is coming from the whole arm. My arm as well is very close to my body. I know some players like to have a little bit of space because it gives them a little bit more force, or like they just have a little more muscle power when they want to do the upstrokes. I just found that this is more natural for me. Then another thing that I want to tell you is that this is just the way I hold my tipper or my stick, my Bodhrán stick. I know a lot of people, like really good friends of mine, amazing players, and they hold it differently. Some hold it like that, some hold it kind of like still like a pen, but they just don't have the wrist coming out, and they kind of, you see, I'm not very good at that one. And some have like fingers in between, or it's amazing how everybody has their own way of holding it, and I think you should experiment with what makes it comfortable for you, and what helps you, what type of grip helps you become a better player, and that's the grip you should do. So that's just a few tips that I have. I will make another video of my drum and tippers that I use and all of that. But this is just a few basic tips for you. And I hope you enjoy them. If you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll try to get back as soon as I can. And if you want me to do another video with more detailed things about how I hold it or anything like that, just let me know. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!